Hello everyone, my name is Mike Goossen Cpa. I'm with Integrity and I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about the challenge that we've seen as an organization when it comes to providing remote staffing for CPA firms and accounting organizations as well. Over the years, as we've worked together with clients and CPA firms, we have discovered there's 10 things that you should be doing every time you're working with remote staff. First, you should always interview, test, and ensure that that person fits your firm just the same way you would do a local interview in staffing. You can find out their skill sets, their history, their experience, and to make sure that they will work best for your firm. The next two best practices are the fact that there is time zone differences and keeping an overlap hours with your firm. By working with remote staff in India, there's a difference in time zone, and that allows you, and as you assign jobs and tasks at the end of the day, that those tasks will be concluded possibly by the next day when you come in. This allows your office to keep working even when you're not there. It's also important to have an overlap so that you can have direct communication with your remote staff person, being able to help clarify issues, answer questions, orientate them to your organization, keep them on task, increase their productivity. Another best practice is to make sure that you are clarifying your expectations, the processes, and the results that you're looking for your remote staff. For example, if you were to assign a tax return that has some historical information, be sure that they have the information that they need to review the past, input the current, and if you want them to deliver you a return just as it is for your review, or if you expect them to spend some time reviewing it themselves, coming up with open items, coming up with things that they need clarification, whichever it might be, it's important that they know what you want them to do. The next practice that you need to be sure you're working with is that you hold regular, scheduled, purposeful meetings with your remote staff. In these meetings, you can review what they've been doing, help them understand the success, give them some coaching, some ideas on how to move things forward, make them a part of your organization this way so that they can be more productive and more effective for you as an organization. Another thing to consider is to utilize the instant messaging systems and technology that's out there available to you, such as Skype, Slack, Zoom Connect, etc. Using those in real time so that you're communicating with your remote staff while they're doing their job will help them feel supported and get the job done better, and help you ensure that things are on track and that your expectations are being met. Also, we recommend that you take advantage of the cloud-based productivity and project management tools that are available to you. These programs are excellent tools to manage your firm because they provide all kinds of information that you can utilize in your practice. It creates processes for what's out there, what assignments are in process. It gives you information or helps you with information that you need from your client. It also shows what needs to be reviewed or needs to be completed and wrapped up. An overall program like this also gives you the information about each person's productivity and the staffing that you have, both locally and remotely. It allows you to bill better and also gives you an opportunity of what your profitability is by client, by project, by staff, all those type of things. That service and those programs are really helpful to your firm. A lot of times people look at remote staffing as something they can just do short term. They can interchange it. We'll work with this one person for a while, then we'll work with another one, and so forth and so on. That really doesn't work as well as one might think. Remote staffing as a long-term solution really addresses the problem that most CPA firms have today, and that is finding good and consistent staff. I was just talking with a firm the other day, and I asked them, what's one of your greatest challenges? And they said, well, getting that middle management long-term staff member to come to Fresno or to come to our town. Well, remote staffing could solve that problem. By having someone work with you over a long period of time, growing them, educating them, and developing them, they can solve that problem of staffing and become a good, long-term productive staff for your company. The last thing I'd like to share with you today as we conclude this video is that when it comes to remote staffing, you need to treat your remote staff in the same way you treat your local staff. We've had clients in the past that have expectations of high volume output out right at the very beginning, and that doesn't seem to work that well. It's not a fair, reasonable expectation. You need to think of it the same way that you bring a new person on board. When you do so, they need time to understand you. They need time to understand your system and your processes and have that details. Remote staff needs that same amount of time and that opportunity to communicate, to learn. Once they have that base, once they know where they're headed and how you work, then they can deliver the outcome and reports and the productivity that you're expecting. So there you have it. We brought to you today the 10 best practices of working with remote staff. Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Hope that it is very helpful to you. My name is Mike Goossen. I'm coming to you from Fresno and hope you have a great day.